Yo, YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin? It's Waffleman with a video. And I'm surprised no one has talked about this, or maybe someone has talked about it, but I just haven't seen their video yet or seen their tweet. But there's something I just don't like about NBA 2K19, right? There's one thing that also bothers me about this game, and it's the fact that there's not really a rep system. I believe 2K said that there was going to be a rep system in this game, and in a way, I guess there kind of is, because you have that little amateur sign at the bottom of your player. It gives you like 2 stars or 3 gold stars. And then when the My Park game starts, you see the record, but you also see you might have a little indicator above the player stating that they have 50 plus elite playground wins, which I have. Or even if you have over 100 playground wins, you get that red star, I think. Or that red bar when you get over 100 playground wins on the park. But like, is that really rep? Like, that's not the rep I'm talking about, because that wasn't a rep like back in the day. You know, 2K is still going by the same system where rep is based on your overall. What you get, all the rewards you get, everything you get is based on your overall. Which, in some sense, it's cool for some things, but still, for most of the things, I'd rather have that based on actual rep. The actual length of the amount of time you played this game. That's what I want it based on. How much you played this game, or how many wins you have, or how many wins or loss record. That's what rep should be. Which they kind of did include it, but it's not really worth anything. I'm not sure if there's any rewards for having a good record on park, or if there's any rewards for reaching maybe there is an award for reaching 1,000 wins. Who knows? But as of right now, I know for a fact that if you get to 100 wins on park, you don't get anything. Even if you get over 50 wins, they call you an elite player despite your record. So I don't even know if that means anything technically. But you see all these rewards. Get to 98 overall, you get mascots. 99, you become immortalized in 2K19 and 2K20 or whatever. Get to 95 overall, you get a head start on your next mod player, which I think is a big deal. And it's kind of interesting. I want to see what that is, getting a head start on your next mod player. But repping up, or not repping up, but upgrading your player and leveling up seems a lot easier than last year. We see a lot of more people getting to higher overalls than last year. A lot more easy to get to 91 overall and even 90 overall, even though both of my players are still 88 overall. You gotta take into account though, I am upgrading 2 players at the same time. My pure shot creator is 88 overall right now. My pure lockdown defender is 88 overall. Both of them on their way to becoming 89 overall very soon. And also, I've been doing a lot of stuff. You guys know I'm still in college. I'm still taking classes, still doing stuff. I actually got the new Spider-Man game. This shit is fire, by the way. Honestly, if you're grinding 2K, do not get near this game, because this game is hella fire. Like, I want to play this game immediately right now, but I got classwork to do. I mean, I got 2K to grind. I got stuff to do, but I wanted to play Spider-Man so bad I just had to buy it. I just had to cop it. But if you get this game, you will definitely stop playing 2K for a while. But anyways, man, beyond that point, like I said, I'm actually disappointed 2K doesn't have the original rep system from back in the day. Because, listen, if I use my lockdown defender, and this is the thing, right? 2K19 is a great game. It's a great game. I like 2K19. Of course, way better. A lot of people, everyone likes it way better than 2K18. But nobody's talking about some of the negatives in this game. Like the fact that still like in 2K18, you make 1 player, you make 2 players, the second player does not have anything the first player has, which means you need to buy every single piece of clothing, every piece of shoes, every piece of animation for that second player, which wasn't like that back in past 2Ks, man. I mean, sure, some of the animations like dribble moves and stuff like that, obviously you might have to rebuy again. But just general animations like celebrations, I'm not really sure actually, because I haven't bought any. But actually, you know what? I have bought jogging around animations. I had to buy that, you know, the Naruto ninja animation twice for both of my players. So, like, they're doing this again where you have to listen. They're letting you skip cutscenes. They're letting you. You know, they're showing all this stuff. They improved the neighborhood. They improved the park gameplay. But all this stuff is still in the game, man. Tattoo prices are still, some of the stuff in the game is still pretty expensive, like in past 2Ks. And it's like, listen, bro, The only problem I have is having to buy everything again for another player. Like, I already bought the clothes already. Like, just let me transfer clothes between players. Like, let me have one set my player character that I have the same face, same same face, same skin tone, same animations, celebrations, walking animations, all that stuff. Let me get that on every single my player, including the clothes. But I know 2K, you guys know 2K wants to make money. And 2K makes money by selling people VC, which is a money maker for them because of my team and my park and all this stuff people buy. I mean, listen, I bought the football. Remember that football video I made? Football cost 50,000 VC, which is insane. Just to throw the football around for no particular reason. Bought that for 50K, and guess what? I could only use that football on my pure shot creator. So every single other build that I make in this 2K will not have a football unless I spend 50K on it. Same thing with the skateboard, same thing with probably all the other equipment from wheels, same thing with the megaphone if you have to buy that. And then eventually it could be the same thing for mascots, which is unfortunate because, like I said, that's another reason why I want rep. Because okay, if you have one player, you're grinding one player, cool. But people that have multiple players, they're trying to get one of those builds to 98 overall is going to be a while. But to get two builds, so you're telling me if I grind one of my players, might be my lockdown defender, that's going to be the only build that if it makes it to 98 overall, that's going to have the mascots. Meanwhile, I played this game so much already, and only one of my builds is going to have the benefits of playing that long. Listen, man, that's my problem with 2K19 and why I think that should be fixed in 2K20, man. Like, let's go back to the days of 2K17, 2K16, where we actually have a rep meter with a rep bar that actually grants people rewards. Doesn't matter which archetype you're playing on, doesn't matter if you use multiple builds, it just, tracks the amount of games you play, the amount of wins you play, the wins you got and all that stuff, man. But that's my problem for now, man. Anyways, man, I'm out for now. Leave a like for more, and peace.